right, so we are in the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera base model, the 992.2, all new. We have a Soul Performance exhaust system, height adjustable lowering springs from KW, wheel spacers. We did some Ferrero DS 2500 pads on the car. Otherwise stock. So I just want to give some quick impressions of the car. Unfortunately, it still has the Eagle F1 tires from the factory that aren't the greatest. I'm running Cup 2s on my Carrera T. Let's get this little heat in these tires, then we'll get going. The car has a lot of torque. You can see what Porsche did with the larger turbos. It ramps in just as an S would, or a GTS for the most part. But it has kind of a let off in the base model. So this car is not tuned. Tuning is not available yet. We're hoping it will be soon. The car just doesn't have that top end speed to really pull, but it is very responsive. Car understeers just a little bit. PDK is very good. Car talks a lot to you, really good, very direct balance feeling. And it's fast, it's a quick car around the track. It just doesn't have the breakneck speed of a tuned car or an upper trim car, but definitely capable. Just feels as you want it out, you don't get that much more. Car does have a slight tendency to understeer. Coming out of corners though, man, this thing has so much torque. It just really gets out of its own way. It kind of has that little bit of understeer at the limit. We also have some BMC air filters, nothing major. Kind of giving it a shakedown, get some testing in before we go further with this car. ABS seems to get very active very quick in this car. It bites hard. But you can use the throttle to get some nice oversteer action with the car. And overall, it drives really well. There's a little bit of numbness to the car. It is a base Carrera. But a very capable 911 for sure. Comparing it to my Carrera T now has the stage 4. We'll be bringing that out in 2 days from now. Excited to see what that can do with lap times. This is a little slower than the Carrera T, and that's manual. But I think the weight benefit is a big story there. Similar top end speeds on the straight. This is a little easier to drive and to focus on without having to shift gears. I still put it in manual mode, so I still shift on the paddles, but way easier than clutching and using gear. But the auto blip is really nice in the T. The 992 in general is just amazing what a few mods can do. Even out of the box. It's still very capable, but the power potential, getting a set of proper pads, tires, this car is just world class, really. But blast to drive. We're excited as we develop more for this car. Wish I had a little more front grip. That's where the Cup 2s I think would be nice. These Eagle F1s, when they get up to temp, you know, about 200 degrees now in the front, tend to slide a little bit. I just don't have quite the grip level. But the car is very predictable, easy to put in, easy to control. That turn right there is really nice with this torque and the power delivery, but man, it just needs more power. First, second gear feel really nice, and then just kind of momentum takes up. But overall, I'm very impressed by the car. Sounds good with that Soul exhaust too. It's got the OPFs. There's still a lot to figure out with this car. It's brand new. I got the grip company going on. Good. But that's a lap. We'll just do a little cool down here and I can talk a little bit more. Like I said, overall, very great car. The Soul exhaust sounds really nice, actually. I really like that. These Eagle F1s, good for the street. Really on a back road, they do have good grip. They have good mechanical grip. It's just out here on the track, you get some temp in them. They just don't deliver the same amount of grip, the same amount of confidence. Still do have pretty good lateral control with the car. I just feel it more in the front end where it just doesn't have as much grip, so it has a tendency to oversteer slightly on entry, under braking, and then the car itself just doesn't really rotate super well without the application of throttle and using the throttle to power steer with the car. The slip angle is, in certain turns, is gonna go a little more towards an understeering setup, which is not uncommon. And in fairness, this car has not been aligned. I think getting some more negative camber will help the car turn a little bit better. And I don't know where the caster and toe settings are, but overall it feels very stable. Obviously, flat six, it's got the weight low to the ground, and yeah, I mean, compared to the 992.1, I really don't feel much of a difference. There's some subtle differences with the car. The turbos seem to ramp in a little more, like you get that boost kick, and then it just kind of fades, where I think the smaller turbos in the 992.1 base and T take advantage of the power band a little more, let you rev, give you a little more reward for revving it out. These it seems like a tuning calibration thing where Porsche obviously didn't want to step on the soon-to-be 992.2 Carrera S power level, and obviously their precious hybrid GTS coming out. But I will tell you, with what we've done with the 992s, 600 horsepower with software is there. It's super reliable. My personal Carrera T's got about 715, 720 horsepower at the crankshaft right now. Beat the heck out of it on the track. Probably one of the best motors in the market with what you get in terms of value. The internals of this car, most of it shared with the 992 turbo. So you're getting a tremendous amount of technology benefit from how that car is set up. And man, yeah, if you don't have a 992 and you're interested in a 992, you definitely got to get in one. Whether it's the base, the S, the GTS, they're all great. You can upgrade the turbochargers to get more power. You can use software to do that, depending on the trim model you have. But anywhere from 450 horsepower with just a basic software tune, stage one, all the way to about 750, 780 horsepower is as high as we've gotten with them, with really great reliability. The cars drive really great. They're predictable. Even with 700 plus horsepower, you have total control of the car. It's pretty amazing. So hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions related to tracking your 992 or questions or comment about the 992.2 in particular, we'll be happy to answer anything. Definitely leave a comment below if you do, or reach out to us at flat6.com. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.